Hey ladies, it's Barbara, your menopause drama mama. Today I'm going to talk to you about that brain fog that happens to us after menopause. And it's not, well, at least for me, it's not that brain fog of like going into another room and forgetting what you went in there or for, because that's happened to me pretty much all my adult life. Or it's not that brain fog of when you're scolding one of your kids or calling one of them and you call them the dog's name or the cat's name. And then you're like, you know who I'm talking about. It's not that kind of brain fog. Mine seemed to have gotten extremely worse about 5 years in to my postmenopause. And it was where, I'd be talking to somebody and then I couldn't remember names. I couldn't remember places. I couldn't remember the words anymore that I wanted to say. And it really kind of scared me because I thought, oh my God, is this what, Alzheimer's is going to be like? And I did not want my children to ever see me go through that kind of deterioration in life. Or I didn't want to forget my children either. So, or any of my loved ones. I didn't want to forget them. So anyway, here are some of the things that you can do right now, starting to help get that brain fog, out, get better, get that memory going again. And it is right here, your hormone replacement therapy. You can exercise, you can get more sleep, especially 7 to 8 hours. You have to change your nutrition. You have to do some cognitive training, stress management, and hydration. I always talk about hydration, supplements that can help you, and also social engagement. Now, if you don't want to listen to the whole video right now, as I go through each one of these, then you can just read it down below in my description box. I'll have everything in the description box for you. First off, the HRT. Always try and find a menopause doctor, and you can go in that description box and I will have Menopause Society that you can find a doctor and talk to that doctor about all of your experiences and symptoms that you are going through, and they can help you find your path to a better living and hopefully get that brain functioning again. Mine is, I just take the 0.5 milligram, the patch of the estradiol, and I take my micronized progesterone every night before bed, and it helps me sleep. And between these two, that brain fog thankfully went away. But I always keep other things in my life because I don't think the total HRT will take away everything. You want to keep enhancing your life so you can live your better life. So exercising, I'm a big, advocate in exercise, and especially strength training. Try and do that at least 5 times a week, whether you are doing a resistance band or if you can do some kind of walking, jogging, light jogging, so you don't want to hurt any of your joints. Also do some kind of, maybe put on some music, dance through 5 songs. That'll get you probably close to 25 minutes of exercise for yourself. So that can be an easy one to incorporate at least 5 times in your week. The next one is going to be sleep. We need our sleep, ladies, else we cannot function properly during the day. So get at least 7 to 8 hours. Try and go to bed the same time every single night. And if you can, take Magnesium Glycinate. That will help you sleep. And I will list here also the different magnesiums and what each one is for in your body. Nutrition. We have to get that processed food out because that is not helping us one bit, and it is taking away from the function of our brain. We want to increase our fruits, our vegetables, healthy fats, especially into our diet, cooking with olive oil or beef tallow. That's really good for you because those healthy fats help support our brain. Cognitive training. I love doing puzzles. So, do a puzzle, do a crossword puzzle, do some kind of exercise for your brain to have to think. Turn off the TV maybe before bed and do some kind of cognitive training for yourself so you can make that brain work for you. Another one, stress management. Getting that cortisol level down, because it just seems to worsen the longer we get that stress in our body, and that cortisol just keeps increasing, and that's really bad for us. So, let's try and do some kind of stress management also, and doing yoga or meditation. Listen to a 10-minute meditation before bed. Jason Stevenson's a great one. And you can choose out of hundreds of his videos on, either calming your brain or any type of topic you can think of, your health. There will be a video that he has done for you, and it will be a guided meditation. So do that if you can when you go to bed. Just 10 minutes is all it would take. Hydration. I'm a big advocate. Here's my 32 ounces of water, and I do have my Ultima in there, and that has my essential electrolytes, so that will keep me hydrated. And you want to aim for half of your body weight in ounces. So like I say, if you're 120, try and get 60 ounces of water into your daily drinking. Another one is supplements. These supplements here are all the things that will help you that can get that brain functioning better. Your omega-3 fatty acids. Now I have 2 of them in my cupboard, and they should have the EPA and the DHA, and both of mine do have those in there. And this one is just the omega krill oil. So these both have the EPA and DHA, which are really good for your cognitive health, and it will help support your brain. The B complex, especially your B6, your B9, and your B12. Now those, this I showed once before, happens to be one that my husband got. So he got it from a physician that he went to. So this is not on Amazon. But you do want to make sure that you take the B2, which is the riboflavin, the B6 as your pyridoxal 5-phosphate. Make sure your B6 is as the P5P. And your B12, you want to make sure that it is as your methylcobalamin. And that's the way you want to make sure you get your B vitamins, because this helps those neurotransmitters in your brain, and they will help, function properly then. So the B vitamins you want to have. Another one is your magnesium, but the magnesium for your brain is the magnesium L-threonate, and that it has the cross barrier to go through your blood in the brain. So that's the one you want to take to enhance your cognitive health. Another one is rhodiola rosea, ROSEA. And I have never taken that, so maybe one of you have, but that does help regulate your stress hormones in your body. Another one is the L-theanine, which you can get in green tea. And I am, a huge advocate for green tea, because this is such a healthy way to incorporate something as a drink into your life that will have so many more benefits than just for your brain. And the Japanese and Chinese drink it all the time, and they seem to have a pretty darn good lifestyle health-wise. So green tea you want to take, and that is because of the L-theanine. NAC is another one, and now this one I do have, and I take it. And this one is just from the Now. This has the glutathione. I don't know how to pronounce some of these words, but it'll be in that description box. But it's an antioxidant, and it helps clear that oxidative stress in your body. So the NAC is really good for your brain. D3K2. Now D3 is that cognitive health. When you have that brain fog going on and you can't remember things, it's a good chance that you are vitamin D deficient. And so you want to incorporate a D3K2 in your supplements, so to boost that brain going. So ladies, those were all my supplements that will help boost your brain. Now, if any of you have animals, I am sure that you take care of them just like I do. So, like my kitty cat, she gets hers. I make sure she gets her multivitamin every day. And for my dog, I make sure she gets her hip and joint, because they get older just like we do and things start breaking down in their body. Now, if you take care of your pets, you deserve to take care of yourself also, ladies. So with that being said, please read that description box, and I will list all of these things for you. You want to click a like button, that thumbs up for me if you liked my video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Ladies, I am sending love to you, big hugs, and I hope you are having one of the best days of your life today. Take care, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah!